previously it used to be just a developer team who used to just develop. That team consisted of software engineers, they were consisted of coders, data scientists, and then there was a data team who used to get the raw data, model it, and then pass it on, and then the developer team used to code it, right? So now there's a trend that is happening in the market, that is vibe coding, to
Yeah.
uh, enable the functional teams, or the stakeholders, so that they are not dependable on the development team altogether, right?
Yeah.
So do you think this is a blessing or this is a boon?
I think it's a blessing, and I'll be very honest. Means all these talks, discussions about AI replacing people in terms of coding, I don't think that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you why. With the and then I was giving this session, I think last month, to a academic institution where people, final year students, they were asking this question, that what will we do when we go out in the world? We will not find a job because AI has overtaken. And then what are your suggestions for us? And then I told them that no, you don't need. It's a tool.
Mm-hmm.
The human aspect always, and then I'm coding for a very long time. The human aspect which comes into any kind of code is uh, driven from one basic thing which we have as a human, is
Mm-hmm.
how do you know the right question to ask, right? A- and that is where this whole vibe coding, and then the coding assistants get into picture as a tool and not as something which can replace you, because it's us who can ask the right questions and get the best out of these tools, and then rest is implementation. For example, if you know there's a monolith code which exists, and then you have to convert it into a microservices, for example, right? It's a repetitive job which is manual, right? I'll probably, as a coder, will not be very happy to do it, but I still have to do it because there's no other way. But now there's a way. And if an AI solution is taking care of breaking my monolith code into microservices, what I'm going to focus on, okay, what are the exceptions that can be handled in this code? What are the things which I can ask my coding assistant, that did you check this, or is this exception handled in the code, or are we, let's try testing the test cases which we wrote for the code. Like, all these things create a better and optimized and more beautiful code. So it's a step forward in sense of coding, and the people who understand how the business works, how the domain works, what is there which is needed to solve this problem. That, those people becomes kind of better in coding now,
Mm-hmm.
because they know what question to ask,
Right,
and then if you know the right question, you will get the right answer.
right.
So that is something which where I see this, humans and AIs code together and bring out the best out of the code, rather than saying that, oh, I would have spent like 18 months to convert this monolith code into microservices, and AI did it in 3 hours. What I'm going to do? There are lots of things to do.